Alrighty, welcome to a 3-on-3 team draft. Gotten into another team draft here. These don't fire quite as often these days because there's so many cool cube events to play on Magic Online that you can just join, but it's good to be good to get in a little 3-on-3 action going. It's myself, Billy the Kitty, and Salvato. Great team. Battling against Eomatic, Slacks, and Mati. Also a great team. This is going to be a close draft. I'm going to first pick Reanimate here, passing Eomatic. Time Spiral, which isn't that good in the 6. It's honestly just not that good anymore. Like, I think Time Spiral has some decks where it's great, but it's no longer a card I'm really interested in picking in the first, like, half of the pack, you know. I guess the best card left here is either Channel if you maybe picked something that went with it, or like Plunder, maybe Brutality, which I don't mind given that I first picked Reanimate. I might get Crabomination back if I'm lucky. Maybe Memory Jar. Maybe Time Spiral, who knows? Though I kind of suspect, like, Salvato might take the Time Spiral. He does like that. Oh, now I get to easily take Atroxa here. Reanimate and Atroxa, good combination. I am passing a Fast Bond. That card's good. A bunch of lands. Oh, there's 4 good lands here, plus Fast Bond, plus Chariot, plus Flicker Wisp. So I'll get something back out of this pack, and a Preordain. Yeah, this is just a very solid pack. And this pack, less so. The best card's probably Othari, but I haven't passed that good of a start to red-white. I might just take Duelist of the Mind. This is a pretty solid little card too, and is a good discard outlet for Reanimate. There's an Ulamog here too. Don't care too much about that. Yeah, all right, I'm in for Duelist. Seems reasonable. Barely even mentioned the Treachery, but that's just the state of Cube these days. There's some matchups where Treachery is awesome, for sure, but in general, that's not a card I tend to start anymore, and it used to be one of the best cards in the Cube. All right, here... There's an Overgrown Tomb. There's a dog back there messing with her dog bed as usual. Look, this is one of the features of the channel. You get the Jewel Dog, and then Uro. I do like Uro a lot. I like Overgrown Tomb a lot. I end up green-black a lot. Also with Atroxa, I always want to have the out to pick up a natural order. I think I'm just going to take the Overgrown Tomb. Mana is just always good. Kolaghan's Command's okay, but I actually end up Sultai more than Grixis these days. And I think Uro could even come back potentially, because I think Touch, Spellbomb, Boseiju, K-Command are all pretty reasonable, but who knows? This pack's got an Avacyn's Pilgrim, a Leovold. Got actually kind of a lot of green cards in it. That's interesting. There's a Scrubland, which is okay. It's always nice having lands that can cast Atroxa. She is very castable. There's a Wasteland's probably the best card in the pack. This doesn't look like the best Wasteland deck, but it does trigger Duelist the Mind. That's actually not nothing. And it's a good colorless card. I should just take the Wasteland. Maybe I'll get something back that I care about, like an Avacyn's Pilgrim if I'm deeper into green by then. But this is still a pretty solid start. Remember, this is a 3-on-3. It's only 6 players. Makes combo decks worse for sure, a little bit, but also just makes all the decks overall a little bit weaker, so you could end up with a slightly maybe looser looking deck than in an 8-player pod, especially an 8-player individual pod where there's no incentive really to hate draft, or very little incentive, I should say. Here, I'm just going to take Snuff out. It's really good. I would have loved one of these lands because, again, Atroxa lands, having a Tomb and a Tundra goes like a long way to covering your bases, but Snuff out is awesome. Also triggers Duelist. I think if Show and Tell wheels, I'll be pretty happy. I think, let's see, Council's Judgment, Ballista, Basalt, Paragon, and Tundra are my guesses as to what gets picked here. Okay, Brutality wheeled. I'm just going to take that. Discard outlet for Atrox is great. Passing 3 red cards, and Jar came back too. I guess I passed Leovold Jar, but honestly, Leovold Jar is barely even a combo. I don't even know if I would call it a combo. The thing is, Memory Jar... It's expensive, but what it does for you is when you crack a jar, your opponent usually doesn't even get to use their hand. They get to cast maybe 1 instant if they draw it and have mana up. So Leovold is kind of not necessary in that particular equation. All right. I also don't have a strong inroad into blue here, which is why I was happy to pick up Overgrown Tomb. Could easily end up being red-black. Could easily end up being black-green. I think black-green is more likely. I'm not here to take Iteration or Iconoclast. There's a Ketria Triumph, but I actually think Hedge Maze is going to be better here. Ketria Triumph and Hedge Maze are equally good at casting Atroxa. I think I might wheel Shifting Woodland. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the last 2 cards are either going to be Satya or Dress Down plus Shifting Woodland. It's kind of my guess. It's possible one of the blue-red cards comes back because maybe there's not 2 people who can play them. but I'm happy enough to take a hedge maze here. And the lands are driving me a little bit towards green as well. And just the possibility of maybe getting a natural order or something. And now here there's a Green Suns and a Ramanop. Even though I have Wasteland, I kind of think I just want to take Green Suns. It's not good yet, but it could be good. On the other hand, maybe now is the time to take Treachery. I guess I don't really want to pass Treachery. All right, let's just take Treachery. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take a Beseiju now because I mean, the K command didn't come back, and I certainly don't want a Bloodghast. I think Beseiju is a better land than the Horizon Canopy here. I suppose Terra Sunder is decent. I don't care much for crop rotation. I'm not really looking like Doomsday. Golos is whatever. Paw Patch Recruit is not really a splashable card. Because what I might end up doing is playing like blue-black and then splashing green for like a couple powerful cards, but not early plays like Paw Patch Recruit, which also doesn't really do anything for this deck either. Oh, okay, so Paragon and Basalt are still here. That's interesting. I'm going to take Temple Guard, and I really do value being able to cast Atroxa in a pinch. Here, I don't care about passing Zerda. I mean, I'm passing Zerda Basalt pretty late. Maybe I should take that. The Virtue and the Porcelain Legionnaire are both pretty equivalent. All right, the 2 blue-red cards came back. That's really funny. I guess I'll take Iteration. I'm not that likely to play it given my land situation, but it's not a 0, so I didn't get past much blue. Oh, not 0%. We played another Reliquary either. Pretty weak pack, but it's okay. Windswept Teeth is awesome. Windswept Teeth right now actually gets me all 4 colors. All right, I'm at the point now where I do not complain about first picking fetch lands. Maybe in the 64 player drafts, I'd really like to open power, but honestly, I think a fetch land is like a slightly above average first pick for this cube. They're just really good. They're busted. It's a land that fixes. They're often 5-color, mostly untapped lands. Obviously, sometimes you have to get Ketria Triumph to get blue or whatever. But it can also get Surveil lands. They shuffle. They put cards in the graveyard. Like, it's ridiculous how good they are. This pack is all lands. I don't think I'm really a Time Twister deck. I don't have Acceleration. I don't really have a reason to do that. I think I might just take Shelldock Isle. I can get it with neither Reliquary. Also, it's just Baleful Strix is a mediocre card. Palantir is okay. It's good in Reanimator, but I'm kind of off Palantir also. I'm just going to take Shelldock. I'll get a land back here, I assume, because I think like Time Twister, Palantir are almost locks to get taken, which means the other 3 cards, first of all, there's 4 lands, but also there's like Baleful Strix, there's Stern Scolding. These are all kind of reasonable cards. Coming back the other way, though, it's like pretty grim over here. There's like a Lelia and a Skyclave that I'm not really in for. There's a Dark Six Shores, but honestly my mana is like already quite good. I mean, I'm not feeling pressured to take a land. There's a Great Gadget here going the opposite direction as the Monolith. There's a Chromatic Star that I'm not that into. I might just take Tireless Tracker. I have a fetch land. I have a lot of green sources. Tracker's just like a kind of good card. I don't really mind passing the 2 red-white cards. This pack just isn't very good, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. And then here, I like red and 6, but I don't really have the red lands for it, and I have a waste in a Windswept Teeth, and I guess a Beseiju as combos. There's also just taking 6. 6 is a good card. I don't have much cheap to play with it yet, but I could pick something up, and it does a little milling. Passing a Relic of Sauron, that card is also good, but I kind of like 6 here. This seems like this could be a good card to put in this deck. Get some self-mill, draws you a card. Could be good. All right, here I think I just take Life Death. I could use another Reanimate. I could use another creature to reanimate too. Animate Dead would be awesome. Obviously, it's better than Life Death to begin with by a lot, but also with 6, Animate Dead is a permanent, so you can actually retrace it. Passing a Brain Freeze, but I have no knowledge that, Mati has taken Breach or LED. I haven't seen either of those cards. Hasn't passed them too, I guess. There's an Ancient Tomb. There's not an Ancient Tomb deck. All right, I'll take a Life Death here. Really would like another big creature. Oh, Oath of Druids? Kind of in. I so rarely get to, but no, I should take Corpse Dance. Corpse Dance means that if we get an Eldrazi, because Ulamog's gone, but Emrakul's not, could go pretty hard. And Oath might actually wheel, because Containment Priest, Spire Bluff, Kaito, at least Containment Priest and Spire Bluff are definitely going to get taken. I think it's possible that Kaito or Lumberjack also get taken. Even if it doesn't wheel, I think Corpse Dance is pretty nice. And then now I'm going to take Bone Shards as another discard outlet. And then I'm getting into just needing more creatures. Baleful Strix came back. I kind of like it with 6 in my deck, as if the mana works, which I think it will. Baleful Strix is a good permanent to replay, good little value play. Also, if I get like a Recurring Nightmare, it could be awesome. I don't have the red for Blood Tithe, and I don't think I'm going to be heavy blue enough for Stern Scolding. There's also a Proving Ground here, but I guess everyone took Lance. All right. That's how you know you're drafting with good players, I guess. Here, passing a late Skyclave, but we got past a lot of white pretty late, so I don't think Monty's drafting that. Also, Monty has typically not drafted white. Monty's good enough to obviously draft anything if it's open enough or whatever, but more leans towards playing blue. And that lines up with me not getting that much in the way of blue early. I had to take Dark Slick Shores. Dark Slick Shores is a good card. And here, there's a Prime Time and a Shadow Grange and I guess a Hogak, as well as a Relic of Sauron. Prime Time does get Shelldock and Wasteland. Yeah, all right. I'm in for Prime Time as like kind of a pseudo reanimator card. And then here, I will take Dark Confidant. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Unfortunately, Oath didn't wheel, but Kaito did, and this could definitely be a Kaito deck. Passing a bunch of red. Late Teferi, but I actually would play it, and these are 2 artifact cards, which doesn't really seem like anyone's into at this table. Yeah, I mean, the mana here is pretty good. All right, so I have 1.5 creatures to reanimate. I have 1, 2, 3 animates. And there she goes again. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 discard outlets, plus the milling on 6. Okay. Shelldock can also, every now and then pick up like a 7-drop or what have you. Salvato has every pack at the table currently. And yeah, just looking for cards to shore this up. I've got some expensive cards here. I guess I'll take Bitter Reunion. Passing a lot of late artifact cards, but if I got some free red sources, Bitter Reunion could be decent. Ooh, you'll love to see it. Ancestral Recall. Passing Thoughtseize, Wooded Foothills, Mystical Tutor, Mystic Confluence, Deluge, Wheel of Fortune. Whoever took Leo might have taken the wheel in the Time Twister. So passing 3, 4. I might get Mystical Tutor or Deluge back if I'm interested in those. I mean, I guess with Mystical Tutor, I'd definitely be interested in it because I have an Ancestral Recall. So that would be one reason. All right. This is not the pack 2 I was hoping for, but what do we do? There's Grist, which is great, and then there's Noble, which is also great. I think with all these 3s and no acceleration, I should just take Noble. Yeah, this deck's going to build its mana base to have early green, so like I already have 5 green sources without even adding forests. So yeah, all right, Noble it is. Grist may not come back, but that's all right if it doesn't. All right, and here, there's a Torsten. Torsten is pretty nice to reanimate. I guess I don't have the best Torsten reanimates. I don't have like Flash or like Recurring Nightmare, the ones that like let you like go and sack them. I just have like the regular reanimates plus a Corpse Dance, where Torsten's just okay with Corpse Dance. There's also, I hate passing Fire Covenant. I've been taking this card a lot more recently. I always liked it. It's not like I passed it because I didn't like it. It is just kind of hard to cast, but I have just been splashing for it even more aggressively than I used to, which was already pretty aggressively, and it's awesome. Every time you draw it, you just win. The problem is this is a 4-color, no red deck, and I have no red lands. How bad is it to pass the Fire Covenant? I mean, Eomatic passed me back a bunch of blue-red. I don't know. Honestly, I think I was just supposed to take Inquisition here. There's a lot of cards I would play. Oh, Psychic Frog, we are in. Psychic Frog is busted. I'm not passing that. Ignoble would have been nice, but I am just going to Psychic Frog. And I might get Satyr Wayfinder back. That would be sick. So if I don't take this Triplicate Titan, I only have one more pack to get something, but this might wheel. I'm going to take Deep Cavern Bat. This deck can win very easily off just playing like Inquisition, Deep Cavern Bat, Psychic Frog, like all these things. Knight of the Reliquary might not even make the cut at this point. I think I'm just going to be Sultai. I will maybe splash the Teferi right now. This is 18 lands. I'm not like feeling the Knight so much here. Maybe the Knight's okay, but We'll see. I would like to pick up one more creature or have Torsten Wheel or Triplicate Titan Wheel. Whoa. Whoa. This pack has Urza, Counterspell, Natural Order, Sultai, the Zagoth Triumph, and Fanatic here. I think I'm just going to take Natural Order. The problem is, besides the Noble, and I'm probably wheeling a Fintorn Elf, I think I have 3 early things to sack to Natural Order. Well, maybe I'll get Fanatic back. I'm passing, like, these 3 blue cards are probably going to be gone. So is Death Greeter, maybe Zagoth Triumph. I'll take the Natural Order. I feel like if we can get that to work, that's going to be awesome. I'll take Treachery and Teferi out for now. Probably want Knight of the Reliquary back in. If I can pick up a couple of green creatures on the wheel, which I think I should be able to, it could be decent. Though actually, I still don't really like Knight that much. Also, I don't think passing Urza is a huge risk. The last 3 cards in the pack, like the pack of 2 and pack of 1, had a bunch of Kappa Cannoneer and Michel's Research Desk. Like, Eomatic is not drafting artifacts, I wouldn't imagine. Could easily just take a Counterspell. Could maybe take Death Greeters if they ended up being in red. Well, this will be exciting. If I wheel Fanatic, it's going to be so good for me. And there is a chance that happens. No one at the table wanted Natural Order, so that makes it a lot less likely they want Fanatic, and might even mean Torsten comes back. That would be sick. Okay. Nissa came back, the Deluge wheeled. I'll probably still take Deluge. It's really good against me, so I don't really want to play against it. Nissa, can I get anything with it? I don't think I have any elves or elementals. No, I do not. Yeah, let's just take Deluge. And Elvish Reclaimer comes back so often. I'll just take Cut Down now. I could try to splash Lingering Souls or something. It doesn't really seem very necessary. Here, Jace wheeled. I kind of think I'm on Fintorn Elves, though. I would like this Natural Order work, and I've got a bunch of 3s. All right, Fintorn is in. That was pretty important to remember for Natural Order. And I've got 2 Natural Order targets. I mean, obviously Primetime's not the ideal one, but it's nice to have a backup one in case you do draw the Atraxa. This is currently 17 land. What's cuttable here? Dark Confidant is definitely cuttable. Okay, Wayfinder, Tarmogoyf, and Ignoble all wheeled. I'm going to take the Ignoble. I do like Satyr Wayfinder a lot, but I don't have that many ways to sacrifice it. I guess Bone Shards is one. I mean, obviously Natural Order is one. And getting a Fixing/Ramp card seems really good. Because now I can make a mana base that's pretty heavy green. And I'm just splashing white off Temple Garden and Windswept Heath for Atraxa. I just don't need any more than that. I'm not going to play Knight of the Reliquary. Also, Ignoble can tap for that mana. Oh, Xander's Lounge came back. So did Coalition Relic, but I'll just take a Xander's Lounge. Xander's Lounge is pretty good. That means that Torsten didn't come back. I didn't really think Torsten was going to wheel, though, to be honest. No one wanted the Urza. Well, I still want Fanatic, so I'll take that. If no one took the Urza last time, it's not going to be like the best. It's still a fine card. If Eomatic's playing blue, they'll probably play the Urza. Unlikely to pass it to Salvato at the very least, but I don't think it's that risky to pass it either. I don't think I'm going to play the Reclaimer. If I had more fetches and it was consistently a 3/4, that'd be one thing, but Kitesail Larcenist is a pretty good card to have access to if you need it. I don't know. I could hate either one of those, I guess. All right. Well, I need to cut a couple cards. I don't think I'm actually going to play Concealed Courier. It doesn't seem like it suits my aims. All right. So I'm not going to start the Deluge. I do think it's a fine card, but I have a decent amount of creatures in my deck, and they're mostly small. I also have Snuff Out, Bone Shards, Cut Down. I'm doing fine on, and Collective Brutality. I might cut the Bob. My stuff's kind of expensive, and I have an Ancestral already to draw with, because this gives me 16 lands, which I don't mind with Elves, Ignoble. Well, if I want to play the Wasteland, you know what? Maybe I cut. I don't want to cut any of the green creatures, like Tireless Tracker would maybe be the one I was looking at, and I don't want to cut the Wasteland because I have Prime Time, and it is pretty nice with Duelist of the Mind. I wish I could have picked up one more creature. I thought Triplicate had a decent chance of wheeling, but honestly, Natural Order is so good that I kind of feel good about this setup. And I think that makes Terra Sunder the card I want to cut, especially since I know don't know, but are pretty sure that they're not playing artifacts because nobody is at this table. So I do want to play 17 lands. Let's see. Well, I don't need any planes. That much is obvious. How many green sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I put in like 4 forests, that'll be pretty good. Because that'll be 9. Like 2 swamps or 3 swamps and an island or something. Let's see. So 3 swamps, 4, 5, 6, 7 black plus ignoble. And then blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue. It's not the best mana in the world. It's okay. I kind of want 1 more black. I want 1 more black, 1 more green, 1 more blue. I want that Zagoth Triome. Is it possible I don't want Corpse Dance? I have Reanimate and Life Death and Natural Order. But I have a bunch of discard outlets, and Corpse Dancing at prime time is actually fine. Hitting for 6 and putting in like Hedge Maze, Wasteland, Sheldock Isle is pretty cool. Yeah, I think this will work. My mana is going to be a little bit awkward, but I bet we'll get there. All right, so Billy has a pretty solid red-white deck. Got a Mox Ruby, a Johnny, Containment Priest. Oof, really good, because we'll take a look at Salvato's deck. It's really nice that we don't have to play against Containment Priest. Lelia, Gut. Oh yeah, a lot of good 3s. Rabblemaster, Death Greeter, Palace Jailer, Glorybringer, Fury. And then for interaction, some Bolts, Dismember, Council Judgment, Parallax Wave. That's awesome. Salvato took all my big stuff because he's on Blightsteel, Worldspine Worm, Ulamog, Portal, Triplicate Titan. He got the channel, has to be right. Channel, Oath of Druids. Nice. Forensic Gadgeteer, Basalt Mollusk, Show and Tell. All right. Pretty sick. Has a lot of the cards I wanted. We were kind of fighting a bit, but I like his deck. Mine's more fair. His more busted, but they both got some good stuff, and each of us has a piece of power. Oh, he's got a Flash too. Never mind. Salvato's deck is I think, a lot better. Any deck that has Flash, Demonic Tutor, Worldspine Worm, and like Woodfall Prime, or Torsten, all those, Triplicate Titan even, sounds great to me. Let's do it. All right, before we start, Slacks is currently double queued in another draft playing against Gainsay, and I guess I just hope Gainsay wins quickly so I can play against Slacks. But I can't play until they're done, so here we go. Karn +1 revealing Tiny Bones and Frantic Search. I mean, Cuneo played a turn 2 Karn here off Mana Crypt, which is pretty good. And now has Tiny Bones ready to roll? Wow. Interesting to not make another construct there. That typically would have been the play. Whoa. Underground Seed into Jetmir's Gardens? Tron. That's all 5 colors of lands and just 2 lands. And let's see what happens here. Oh, Slacks joined the game. All right, he's just going to straight up double. Works for me. Here, I got a Maul. I can't keep a 1-lander on the play. This hand I will keep and probably put Forest back. Yeah. Seems like the deal. And then likely play turn 1 Inquisition. Hold on, let me stop watching this other game. I don't care. There we go. Who knows what would have happened there. And yeah, I'll put Forest back and I'll lead on Inquisition and probably play turn 2 Xander's Lounge. The only way that messes me up too bad is if I draw a cheap green creature. But I'm willing to take that risk. I just think that turn 1 Inquisition when you're on the play is very different. If I was on the draw, I'd still have to do it to take their 2-drop. It's just good to play the Inquisition on 1. I don't think playing a tap land here is that valuable. All right, Jesse also mulliganed, so let's see to what. What you got? Grim Lavamancer, K Command, Relic of Sauron, so like Grixis here. I don't think I care very much about Grim Lavamancer. It's annoying with like Tireless Tracker, but so is K Command. So if I took the Grim there, and then I played turn 3 Tracker, or even turn 4 Tracker, he could still kill it with K Command and get Grim back. I don't care about Grim attacking me once or twice. All right, here comes the turn 1 Grim. Oh, huh. All right, well, let's play Xander's Lounge. Now Kaito looting looks even better. So, Mountain, Badlands, K Command, Grim. Not playing the Prismatic Vista, interesting. Talisman. Oh man, that's going to be a turn 3 Relic of Sauron. That's pretty good. Oh, okay. So let's go Kaito. +1. Discard Prime Time. And then next turn, I can like cut down plus reanimate. That seems pretty good. I assume these two cards are going to disappear from here and appear onto the battlefield. Probably getting Island. Oh, we're doing something else. What can you be playing for 3 mana? Oh, Palantir. Yeah, sure. That's a fine thing to start with. All right, so Slax is going to trigger Palantir and put 2 on top on the first one is pretty common, because if you just see one card you like, you just put it second and you get it no matter what. 2 top, I'll still not have him draw a card. Baleful Mastery. Didn't want Baleful Mastery. That's interesting. I think I'm going to draw a card again here. Because if I draw Trox, I'd much rather reanimate that. Good chance I just discard whatever it is I draw here, since I like all this stuff. Oh, well, not quite. I was going to go search that out, but this also works. Doesn't mean I need to play it this way, because I think I want to play Tireless Tracker before I reanimate the Primeval Titan here. And he has 1 card in hand I don't know. The other one is the Relic of Sauron. He can't crack Prismatic Vista unless he wants to shuffle away the card he put on top with Palantir. But all right, let's get in here, and I'm definitely putting Shelldock into play, and probably just Hedge Maze is my guess. Yeah, that sounds good. So trigger on the stack, trigger on the stack, and I stack it this way because it's better to hide away first and then surveil. Because if you see a good card and you surveil, then you just get out, then it gets removed by hideaway. That doesn't seem great. Grim Lavamancer does actually threaten my life total a little bit. Oh, this is pretty weak Shelldock. Weak Shelldock nonsense. Oh, I will put, I think I want Collective Brutality on top. A way to gain 2 life is pretty good. It can kill the Lavamancer, which I know I already have a way to do, but like just having extra kill stuff is not so bad. And maybe I give him a card and then I get to Collective Brutality a spell out of his hand. The Shelldock Isle's not quite there. I would imagine Grim is going, oh, we're going to just go after Prime Time. Sure. Is Jesse straight red-black? Oh, wow. Straight red-black. That's cool. Or at least that's what it seems. Oh, kill all my stuff. Gotcha. Sure. And then Palantir. I mean, I kind of don't care. 2 bottom. I'm at 8. Yeah, I'll have to draw a card. It's fine. Because I get to Collective Brutality as well. I know he's got Relic of Sauron in hand as the only other card. What do I want to start with? Because I could also crack a Clue to start with, which is I think I do want to do. So let's go. I'm not using Shelldock this turn, so let's crack a Clue. Okay, Ignoble's nice. Let's go Collective Brutality. Actually, maybe instead of maybe I don't use Brutality this turn. If I do Cut Down this turn, I could draw another card, but then I don't get to Wasteland, and I think I do want to Wasteland here. Because I want to make it so there's a chance he can't cast the Relic of Sauron. If that's the case, maybe I should just +1 Kaito. Yeah, I don't really need this forest all that much. All right, Ignoble. I am going to Wasteland. Yeah, let's just cut down and Wasteland. I could have cracked Clue instead of playing Ignoble, but Ignoble can attack next turn and make it so Kaito gets more value. Maybe with 6 coming off the Shelldock, I didn't want to discard the land. I could have honestly discarded Collective Brutality at that point, but I thought there was a chance I was going to have more resources to be able to discard to play multiple modes on Brutality. Well, he's going to play Relic here, and then I think I'm going to use Brutality again here. So Palantir ticks up. And once again, let's see what he does. One on top, one on bottom. And fortunately, I have to give him a card. Draw. How do I want to do this? I can put 6 into play, but so I kind of want to leave those 2 up. If I attack with this, it's like drawing a card. I guess that's probably got to be pretty good, especially with Collective Brutality in hand. And draw a card. I can't cast that yet, but I could be able to soon. Let's see, if I draw a card, I could Brutality and Shelldock. Let's just draw. All right, land. And I think just making them discard seems okay. I have Snuff out now. Okay, Mana Crypt and Seasoned Pyromancer, sure. All right, well, keeping the Collective Brutality on top didn't really work out, but Jesse's hand is also not too bad for me. Next turn, I'm gonna end of turn put a 6 into play, potentially cast Atroxa, but also potentially cast Primeval Titan. Kind of depends on what's going on here. If I hadn't drawn the Atroxa, the Kaito emblem could actually go find it, but Necromancy, I see. Get my prime time. Well, I do have the Snuff out for that. Prime time, get some lands, and then play Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, we got Depth Stage. That's cute, and me fresh out of Wastelands. All right, Seasoned Pyro. Interesting. Red. This is like a red-black control deck, kind of. Mana Crypt into these artifacts is pretty nice. And I guess I'm somewhat concerned about this. And let's go Shelldock. Play 6. On top and draw. All right. Noble Hierarch, huh? Do I have any other blue or black creatures in my deck? I have Psychic Frog, Deep Cavern Bat, Baleful Strix, Duelist. All right. I'm just looking at this Kaito emblem, which I guess can't get through anyway right now. I'm at 8. I'm just going to go to 4 here. It's fine. Because I'm going to attack with 6. Or try to. And mill. Be nice to pick up a land here. Windswept Heath and Forest. Oh, let's just take Windswept Heath. And then pay 4 life to kill the prime time. I'm going to go to 1 here, I think. You got to do what you got to do. Because I think casting Atroxa is going to be the ideal scenario. Let's draw first. Life, death. Well, that's not what we're doing. All right, let's go Windswept Heath. Crack it, because my white land is not in the graveyard. Go to 1. Atroxa. Hope I don't get burned out here. Creature, sorcery, land, instant artifact. Instant sorcery. Actually, hold on. Natural order I don't want. Bone shards I do. Artifact. I don't want overgrown tomb. I think I just want basic forest. And I think I'll take Psychic Frog over Deep Cavern Bat. Actually, maybe I'll take Deep Cavern Bat because I might be chumping here. I already played my land, and I'm going to play the Noble instead of playing Ancestral. Well, I guess Ignoble Hierarch can't even cast Ancestral, but even if I were able to cast Ancestral, I don't think, I think it's better to play the Ignoble. It's not like I'm using these cards for anything this turn. Entomb. That doesn't sound ideal. So it's a red-black kind of reanimator, actually. Entomb for Firebolt. All right. You got me. All right. I definitely want Terra Sunder. Guess someone was artifacts. And I kind of don't want Tireless Tracker. It feels like between Firebolt and Grim Lavamancer and Cake Command, it's just not going to work out well. Treachery is kind of hard to cast, but might still be good. There's also Kitesail Larcenist, I guess. Maybe that's a better version of Treachery. Didn't have that much removal that could actually kill that thing. Cut Down seemed fine. Collective Brutality didn't have that many spells. All right, let's do this. All right, I am going to play first. I'm going to mulligan again. All right, this hand's pretty nice. This hand's kind of a turn 2 Kaito. Not really, because I don't have the correct colors. Is it possible I put Findhorn Elves back here? It doesn't let me play a turn 2 Kaito. I want to keep Kaito. I mean, I want to keep all this. You know, mulliganing is a little more painful some games than others, but I think I am going to put Findhorn Elf back and just play Dark Slick Shores on one. It just doesn't really accelerate me, and I think I can only keep one of the two accelerants, and Fanatic is quite a bit stronger. Yeah. This is the sort of thing that just shows you how good like things like Mana Crypt and Soul Ring are now. Like, I have a Terra Sunder here. No, don't draw a card. Oh, Virtue. I don't care whether you put cards on top or bottom. I wasn't letting him draw there. And I don't even know which one to kill. I think I'm just going to kill the Mana Crypt. And I had to play the Boseiju, of course. That's unfortunate. But Mana Crypt is just so much more busted. And even getting one use out of it is just really hard to beat. All right, Scrapwork Mutt. I'm going to deny a draw on this one, too. Hopefully we don't get too punished for it. It's okay. If it's an Emrakul on top, I'll accept my fate. I only took 2 damage? Nice. Oh, a Wasteland. My mana is so awkward here. Let's go Deep Cavern Bat, leave up Wasteland. Why is the stack over here? Chill. Goldspan, Dragon, Grim Lavamancer, and lands. Grim looks pretty annoying. Let's pass the turn, and maybe he'll draw a mountain. Sorry, a Badlands or a non-basic red source and have to play it. Though probably doesn't have to play that till last. Oh, is this just drew Flame Slash? Well, nothing I can do about that. I'm at 9. Now I can't give him the cards regardless of what he does. Well, mulling both games and this game having a pretty mediocre hand. Not thrilling. Game 1, my hand was totally fine. All right. That's a start. It's a start. Grim's coming down next turn. I kind of want to play Kaito. No, I should just play Psychic Frog plus Fanatic. That seems like it's going to be a lot better. I don't have the cards in hand, but at some point it'd be cool to like discard 3 cards to Psychic Frog so you could tap Fanatic for 4 mana. Okay, well, drawing the blue there was pretty good. Ooh, what if I drew Ancestral? What if I Ancestral into Primeval Titan and then discarded my hand to make this 4 and then tapped this to cast Primeval Titan? Yeah. Now we're talking. Fire Covenant. Alright, Fire Covenant's pretty good. I go to 7. And then Palantir. Yep, you can draw a card. I can cast Kaito but not Inquisition. I can't bring back Fanatic. Yeah. Draw. I mean, I'm just dead here. It's like I'm at like basically a 0%er. If he just has red and just cast, yeah. All right. We're done. All right, beaten badly. All right, time for round 2. Ooh, this is a much better hand. I'm on the draw, and I'm playing against Time Walk, unfortunately, like a blue-green-white Time Walk deck or something, or it's like 3 or 4 color Time Walk. But I do have turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Bat, turn 3 Natural Order for Atraxa is a pretty great start. So let's see if we can succeed here. Please don't kill my Findhorn Elf. Would be really nice if that were the case. Let's hoping to snag that one with a bat. And what is this? Oko. Okay. Well, basically a turn 2 Oko. Let's Deep Cavern Bat here. See what's up. Escape to the Wilds, Ren and 6. Oh, wow, this deck's sweet. Well, I pretty much have to take Ren and 6. And let's attack Oko. Not that really dealing 1 to Oko really matters, but certainly dealing 1 to Amati doesn't really matter either. All right, well, it looks likely that I'll get to natural order next turn. If I draw Troxa this turn, I'm going to be so mad. Because Uro is the natural play here. And I don't think is very likely to... Oh, actually, attacking Oko does matter because the -5 gets a lot worse. I don't think he's going to nug my Fiendhorn Elf with Oko. That seems a little wild. All right. And didn't hit a land off of the Uro. Let's play Island. Natural order. Hit a Troxa. I get instant sorcery, land, and creature. Land. Oh, I guess I could take Beseiju. Instant, I like Ancestral. Sorcery, I like Reanimate. Creature, I like Psychic Frog. And yeah, I'll just take... No. I should just take Beseiju. It doesn't make sense to take Forest. All right. And attack Oko again. Well, I have to discard here. Oh, I could discard Primetime. But Psychic Frog can let me discard anything I want, so let's just not do that. Discard the Forest. I think a Troxa might get nugged here with Oko. But because I have Reanimate, I can just get it back. Next turn, Ancient Tomb. Okay, so Jewel land this turn, maybe casting Escape. But Escape from the Wilds is not the end of the world. All right, hit Subtlety, Bonecrusher, Grist, Talon Gates. Yeah, that's... I mean, I guess land into Bonecrusher, the Deep Cavern Bat is something. Maybe I should have discarded this Cut Down. It's actually looking like that's going to be worse than the land. Not that it's a big deal, because I think I'm going to Ancestral this turn, but let's see what Oko's got for me. So if he goes Oko, goes to 6, I attack Oko for 4, doesn't want to block because of Reanimate. Well, probably also Bone Crusher is the Deep Cavern Bat, I would imagine. And I'm going to need to play... I really would like to get Psychic Frog out next turn, then I can't Ancestral if I do. I guess if the Atroxa doesn't die, I'll probably just go Frog, discard Reanimate Titan, and start from there. Oko's such a messed up card, isn't it? It's truly just outrageous. How did they print Oko? Like, how did that happen? How did it? I'll be honest, it really did not reflect well on anyone involved in the making of it from a power level perspective, in a gameplay perspective, in a design perspective, just any of the perspectives. Let's send. I mean, it's just not going to block the Atroxa. That's fine though. I could also Kaito Titan. Well, I guess I couldn't. I can't Kaito Titan now, but I think getting the frog out is good anyway. Psychic Froggerto. I guess could Subtlety pitching a card. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. And then I would just go Swamp Go. That would be decent. 19, I'd have Beseiju and Cut Down up. Got this Talon Gates is going to phase something out, but that's not going to do too much here. All right. Flooded Strain is getting cracked in response. Interesting. Is that to Bone Crusher or to do something else? Oh, Reprieve? Sure. Play a land and I think just past the turn here. I don't think there's anything else I need to do right now. Could leave subtle. No, you can't even leave subtlety up because these cards are all going away end of turn and can't cast. Could cast Grist. Could cast basically 2 of these cards. Bone Crusher, Grist. Yeah, not all 3. All right. Oko making a food. Reasonable. 3 cards in hand. Can't quite bring Uro back. Could get there by maybe like Grist +1. Let's see. Blue. No. Doesn't have to have the mana to Grist and bring back Uro. Not quite enough green. Atraxa's phased out. That doesn't really change anything. It doesn't. Unfortunately, it does not reset the fact that it's an Elkarino. Stomp the Deep Cavern Bat. I kind of want to cut down the bat. It's like cutting down the giant, but doesn't cost them mana. The play here is probably Grist, though. Is there... Yeah, that's fine. I think the problem with cut down on the bat is that there's too much... The mana disadvantage of casting... Like, I would like Mati to spend the mana casting Bone Crusher. If this could kill the Bone Crusher in play, that'd just be better. But if I cut down and just has a different play instead, it doesn't really seem that great for me. I don't really care about the Bone Crusher all that much here. I could Beseiju something end of turn. I don't know. I mean, you gotta cast Grist here, I would imagine. Seems kind of hard not to. Because the Grist is going away end of turn. So, yeah, here comes Grist. Yep. And the subtlety is going to be gone. And I assume that's the last play here. Okay, I'm glad Minsk and Boo got milled. Time Walk plus good Planeswalkers is pretty good. Okay. Do I want to cut down the insect token right now? Yeah, that's probably fine. It's not doing much for me. Not the best cut down matchup, I'll say that. Oh, Corpse Dance. Oh, that's kind of nice. Let's see. If I Corpse Dance Titan, I can't kill 2 Planeswalkers, but I can kill 1. Yeah, I like it. I think that's good, because if I Corpse Dance, if I play the Titan or reanimate the Titan, then it doesn't do that much against a Grist or an Oko anyway. So getting the attack, getting the double trigger. No. Oh, okay, Brainstorm. That does not mean it's getting stopped. I think I kill Oko and put Grist to 1, because Oko can plus on the Psychic Frog, and I don't really want that. I think Oko is just generally stronger in play. It's got Wrenn and 6 in hand. Uro's going to come out at some point here. Really? Oh, Thought Scour. Oh, Thought Scour me, hope to mill a creature? No, you should. Oh, Brainstorm. Yeah, all right. Brainstorm Thought Scour obviously is like an appealing combo. I would have been really tempted to Thought Scour me and make my Corpse Dance whiff. Okay, I'll put Life Death under the Shell Dock. And let's go attack Oko, attack Grist. Okay, and then get some more mana here. I want to get Hedge Maze and I guess Temple Garden. No, I should get another blue. Yeah, I definitely want to get blue, so I'll get Xander's Lounge. It's fine. And Hedge Maze. Duelist of the Mind. Not really that stoked about it. All right. So this should take down Oko. Duelist doesn't really answer Uro, which is going to be part of what I'm worried about here. I have a lot of mana and Life Death is kind of nice too. See if I can. So here comes Uro back. If I can get this Atroxa killed, that would be kind of nice. Oh, I guess, okay, full credit. Thought Scour Corpse Dance doesn't really do much when I have Psychic Frog. I can just exile the cards. So yes, that is actually not relevant. All right, so Uro comes in. Mati's done a 12 cards in deck, but I don't think it's coming down to that either. Ancient Tomb in the Uro 5-color deck. I mean, it's good with Escape to the Wild. It's good with Minsk and Boo. Those are pretty good reasons. But it is funny. Okay, Surveil the land. Probably can't play too much besides this Bone Crusher, I would imagine. Next turn, the Psychic Frog can leap over and kill the Grist, and I can just leave Atroxa back to chump, and I can animate it. If so, I wish I could double cast Ancestral like if I had a flashback card, because Mati is kind of close to getting decked. He knows about the Ancestral, but still. I mean, I imagine playing Bone Crusher is worth it. You always got to watch out for life. That's one of the biggest things people mess up with this card, is that you can just cast the life aspect to do something, and sometimes it's really good. Next turn, I probably Wasteland Talon Gates just because it's a 5-color land, or I just Wasteland nothing because I just don't care. He's got so much mana over there. I did catch up a little by getting Primetime into play. Oh, this is something. This is Wrenn and 6. I see. Sure, Wrenn and 6. Pick up a land. Oh, probably hasn't played a land yet. You can get Forest. And then crack a clue, or crack a food probably. Oh, Exploration. Never mind. Now maybe we crack a food. No. Leaving it be. Can't really attack with the food token either. Could attack with the food token, make me discard one of my 3 cards, but I don't think that's going to work. All right. Let's take my turn. Temple Garden doesn't do a whole lot that's relevant. Let's start by going Exile, Forest, Natural Order, Fyndhorn Elves, I guess. And I'm going to attack Grist. Take 2. Draw a card. Okay, and post-combat, Kaito. Also going to draw a card. All right, I guess I'm really not going to save this Ancestral to try to deck him. I'm just going to Ancestral myself. Bone Shards, that's interesting as well. I think what I'm going to do, does my Overgrown Tomb exiled? No, it's around still, so I can go Windswept Teeth, get Overgrown Tomb. What do I have left in my deck, too, is actually good. I have Collective Brutality, Snuff Out, 6. Oh, 6 is pretty good. Okay, pay the life, because I'm going to go sack a creature. I'm going to kill Uro, sacking Atroxa. And then I'm going to reanimate Atroxa. I go to 6 here. I think that's okay. And pick up some action. Land, sorcery, creature, instant, artifact. So Baleful Strix must be in there. Guess I'll pick up a swamp. Instant, sorcery, creature. All right. I think I don't play 6 right away, because I would like to, and I don't care about Wastelanding, I don't think. I don't care about attacking with 6. I want to make sure I get to play something out of the graveyard. I could even still Snuff Out if I really needed to here. Okay, I think that worked out pretty well. The one thing is, I guess I tapped one too many black mana before, but I guess I could have also Shell Docked. So maybe, I don't know. I kind of like keeping the card under Shell Dock. Unknown, oh. Stern Scolding? No, he would have probably Stern Scolding the Fanatic. I guess he could have Stern Scolding. He didn't crack the food token. I was a little surprised by that, so maybe Stern Scolding could be the thing. I mean, Mati doesn't have that much going on right now. I don't know what else is left. We'll see. And Kaito phases out. Great. Good for you, Kaito. So I get to cast Deep Cavern Bats or Duelist out of my graveyard with 6. Those are some cards. I mean, if this Atroxa dies, I do probably lose, is my guess. I'm banking pretty hard on hitting with it. The problem is my other animate spell also costs life, so if Atroxa dies, I can't really get it back again. I guess unless I got one hit in. Or I could cast it with 6. Main phase Temp Mystical Tutor. That can't be great for me, but I mean, Time Walk and Escape are done. Oh, Lorien Revealed. Oh, that I don't mind. How are you drawing the Lorien Revealed? Gonna Uro? Can't even cast Lorien Revealed after that unless it's got more blue somewhere. No, I guess Flooded Strand off Renin 6. Yeah, you want to return. If you don't have a land in hand, you got to return it first before you play Uro to get that extra, the free land drop. If he's got another untapped blue, which I guess wouldn't surprise me because he's I only see 3 plus Strand right now. All right. Yep, Renin 6 back, the Flooded Strand. Flashback Uro. I mean, I think the second Atroxa is looking pretty decent. This was a good game. This is a game where we both just like jammed our decks against each other, and despite Mati's, I think, being better than mine, kind of hard not to. Time Walk is really good. I mean, Ancestral's good too. I think Time Walk's better, especially Mati. I mean, he's a very skilled drafter. Drafted a deck that's very good with Time Walk. Planeswalkers and Uro and, the Escape to the Wild, that sort of thing. Those are the decks that I think use Time Walk best. But despite all that, just the cards lined up such and the draws lined up such that I think I have an advantage here. Of course, if he Lorien Revealed into like a Path to Exile, then I think I go back to kind of losing. But so it goes. I mean, he's 10 to 5 cards in deck now. So keep going back and forth as to like who's more likely to deck. I think. Oh yeah, I guess I'm not attacking with 6 in that capacity anyway, because it'll basically just deck me if I attack. I predict that if I win this game, it will involve casting life off of Shelldock Isle. Okay, let's take the turn. Though, honestly, this probably does it too. I think can I win this turn? I mean, pretty close. Let's discard, I guess, Forest. Collective Brutality. There was a Stern Scolding. Eagles of the North Jace. So Mati is at 20 after cracking the food token, if he's got a basic left, which probably has a basic mountain somewhere. Or basic plains, I don't know. Or both. Because right now I'm hitting for 9 in the air. I can make it 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But life, if I use life, then... Oh, and I can draw... No, I can't draw off Kaito because I'll have to discard. That's really funny. Because if I use life death... Oh, I guess I actually should have tapped the ignoble. I didn't think about that. If I use life death, I get an additional... basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Blocks 2 more attackers. Oh, I can snuff out. So I snuff out Uro, blocks 2 attackers, and takes 5, 12, 13, 14. I think I do 19 here. That's really funny. But Mati's hand is like Sika's Chariot, Eagles of the North. Those don't really do anything either. If I draw 1 card off of Psychic Frog, it's not like I'm that close to getting decked. I mean, Fnatic taps for 4 mana. Is there anything I can play out of my graveyard that does anything? I can play Deep Cavern Bat out of the graveyard. That's not completely irrelevant. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to wait a turn here. And I think what I'm going to do... Cast 6... I think I'm going to cast Duelist here. I don't think I need to play Deep Cavern Bat. I don't care too much about those things. And attack Monty with both. I don't care about red and 6 at this point. Pinging for 1 also doesn't really bother me. And let's exile 3 cards. Give it flying. Yeah, I'm just going to discard the Temple Garden. I think that's okay. And take 10. Discard Baleful Strix as well. All right. Take 11. Draw a card. Post combat. Make an idiot. And play Deep Cavern Bat. I think that's still also better than playing a land. I don't know. Oh, I'm definitely not drawing a card with this thing. Let's take... I don't really care about the Jace. I don't really care about any of these. I guess I'll take Eagles of the North because it's a flyer. Pass the turn, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. It kind of feels like I'll be fine here. And next turn, Life Death is definitely going to do the job. Let's see. All right. Ping the Ren and 6, ping the Bat. Sure. And this really was just every card in each of our decks. Him milling Minskin with the Grist was critical. That would have been a hard one to deal with. Nissa? Okay. Crack Fabled Passages. Does he have a land left to get? You just... Alright, it does. Yeah, he's got a mountain. I would have been shocked if that wasn't the case. So I have a Snuff Out here. I could snuff out the Uro, but I don't even know if Uro's a... Like, I care about Uro. I think I want to kill the Eagles. I don't know. I'm at 15. Uro, you go to 2 cards. No, I should just kill the Uro, I think. Pretend like I can still Shelldock for some relevance. I'm not drawing with Nathan here. All right. And I think I should have this pretty locked up. You could play a Seeka's Chariot here. All right. Whew. What a game. That was a game. All right. Well, up a game here, and I want Terra Sunder to kill Planeswalkers as kind of like unfortunate as that is. I think that's what I got to do. Treachery, Terra Sunder also good against Uro. Treachery seems okay. Collective Brutality. It gets Time Lock. It doesn't get a whole lot else. Stern Scolding. There's just Brainstorm's actually good against that. So let's take out that. Inquisition's still good. Cut Down looked pretty awful. Do I want Toxic Deluge? I just don't really think so. I'm looking at the screenshot here. It's like I'm just going to have more creatures in play most of the time. Red and 6 is going to be a beating against me kind of no matter what. I just hope he doesn't draw it. Well, hope he doesn't draw Time Walk or Ren and 6 or Minskin Boo. Any of the good cards, you know. I guess this is actually... how bad is this? Nah, it's pretty bad. Let's just mulligan that 5 lands and all expensive cards. Yeah, all right. Well, this was a lot better. Tireless Tracker, you are out. Okay, Psychic Frog. I really need Psychic Frog not to get Stern Scolding. Though, I guess I have double Reanimate, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. I swear to God, Treachery. So, Shelldock is going to delay this by a turn. But I'm okay with that. Thought Scour, milling 2 medium lands. All right. No green or red sources. It's kind of nice. And since I can't play Psychic Frog anyway, I'm kind of playing around Stern Scolding. Oh, this is actually kind of an interesting one. I think I want Snuff Out. I just don't have that many creatures to Corpse Dance already, so it's not the best card in my deck. Okay, a black source here would be awesome. Let's go Overgrown Tomb. Oh, didn't want Mana Vault either. Interesting. Bum bum. Stern Scolding. Come on. Oh, didn't have it. Okay. A black source would have still been amazing, but this is looking pretty good. Because I'm just going to get to discard and reanimate Atroxa next turn. Missing a land drop was really sad, given that I'm about to draw a bunch of cards. So it's like, though I guess Atroxa doesn't give you 2 lands. It only ever gives you 1. So it's not like it necessarily means I would have hit a bunch of land drops. But imagine drawing Force instead of Fyndhorn and just having like Ignoble in play too. Would have been nice. The Fyndhorn was actually maybe the worst card in my deck to draw. Just because like, I don't know when I'm going to get to cast it because I'm casting Ignoble first. I don't even have a green yet, though I expect to find one off Atroxa here. All right, green, white, Lotus Cobra, and me fresh out of cut downs. At least it's not a fetch land. Probably getting green here. Grist for the mill. Oh, might sack the Cobra. Yeah. Discard Atroxa. Never a good sign. You're never happy when your opponent just does that. Imagine if I had a Snuff Out right there. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to get to... I don't want to reanimate or life death. I think given the situation, I'm actually going to life death because reanimate's a lot more flexible, and I think I'm going to waste this mana off Shelldock this turn anyway. So I get land, instant creature, planeswalker, so Kaito, Ancestral. Land, it probably has to be Overgrown Tomb, because, oh yeah, I want green and black here. And then 6 is going to be better. All right, that was pretty good. Overgrown Tomb. I'm just going to reanimate Psychic Frog is what I'm going to do. Since I drew a black, I'll just do that. I mean, this is just such a good squad of creatures to have in play here. I haven't seen any Wraths or anything. And now I've got some good action. Uro or Oko. Oh, Uro. I'm much happier seeing Uro because Oko on Atroxa is pretty annoying. Grist Mill 1. And what am I going to do now? Probably... I mean, I'm probably going to lead with Ancestral Recall. Is a pretty good chance of that. I'm outcarding Mati pretty severely, and thankfully there's no Time Walk here. Time Walk into -2 Grist would have been kind of a cool way to kill Atroxa. All right. No play, huh? I mean, I might not need to Ancestral this turn. I guess the problem is if I don't Ancestral, I don't get to attack... I don't get to give Frog flying, and I kind of want to do that. So I think I'm going to Ancestral myself. Exile. I don't have any way to get these back, so it doesn't actually matter. And go to attacks, because I want to attack Grist with the Psychic Frog and Monty with Atroxa. And then I suppose I'm going to discard a Forest here. And if he saves the Grist, it means he's killing Psychic Frog, which I don't mind. And it also means that I can just Bone Shards it post-combat if I need to. All right, draw. I mean, getting that one Atroxa hit in is like kind of the whole ball game. Let's not even commit more to the board here. Just go Kaito. And I could get it Renin 6 if I'm -2, but I really don't. Drawing here doesn't really make too much sense because I just have to discard. I'm getting Bone Crushered? Sure. That's also fine. I guess I did kind of feel like he had Bone Crusher in hand, but that's all right. Let's discard the Fyndhorn Elves. Lands, I think, are a little better because of 6. Ooh, Treachery, getting replayed off 6. Sounds like a nice one. I mean, end of the day, Monty can't kill Atroxa. Yeah, not winning. There we go, 1-1, beating a really nice deck. Whoop. Oh, just me trying to sign up for a 64-player draft. No big deal. That'll be up, if I play in this one, that'll be up next week. All right, round 3 time. Need to win this because Salvato's unfortunately not picked up a win. So it's on me and Billy here, or Salvato winning is round 3. We'll see, because we're currently tied or down 2-3. Yeah, close draft. In any case, battling against kind of like Bant aggro. We'll see what Eomatic is up to. I'm on the play. Yeah, I'll definitely keep this hand. Oh, Luristek, right, of course. If I can find a black, it'd be nice. I actually don't want green, which is funny because an untapped green would have been great. Though I still wouldn't have been able to cast a turn 2 Psychic Frog, funnily enough. Jeez, okay. I would like to find a black. Oh, what a beating that I can't cut that down. All right. I'll put Ancestral under the Shell Dock. Next turn, I guess next turn I can play Nathan plus Psychic Frog. And that's like pretty reasonable. My mana base actually has been treating me pretty well so far. This is one game where having having untapped green or black in the first 2 turns would have been quite useful. Yeah, Bristly Bill's a 3/3 now, but Eomatic doesn't have any white sources. Well, that's a white source. Imagine this is going to be used to play a white creature spell, or maybe a Portable Hole or something. Luminarch. Okay. Let's see. Deep Cavern Bat, that's pretty useless. I'm just going to play Frog plus Duelist here. Cut down on the Bristly Bill doesn't do much. I can still cut down on the Luminarch doesn't do much. And I can still do that next turn even if it targets itself. Psychic Frog is at least gives me a little bit of I can start making some headway by getting Psychic Frog out. I can take another hit off Bristly Bill, maybe 5 or 6 damage. And then next turn if I can go like cut down, trigger Duelist, attack with both, draw another card off Psychic Frog, set up a Primeval Titan over the next couple turns, perhaps. And maybe Eomatic didn't find a white. Let's see. Kept 1 on top, so yeah, I found the plains, I guess. All right, Bristly Billium is getting large. Luminarch, I kind of hope it targets itself, because it's a pretty good chance I'm going to cut down the Luminarch next turn. Even Psychic Frog is not big enough to block Bristly Bill here. Okay, take 6, go to 10, and maybe put Lurrus in hand. Is that something you might do? No, Jacked Rabbit as a 2/3. Okay, that's the one I'm going to want to cut down. Oh, Reanimate. I mean, putting a Primeval Titan into play sounds pretty good. Let me just attack with Psychic Frog here. You can't really, I don't have to give it flying because there's not really a good block for Eomatic. All right. Findhorn Elves. All right, that's not actually terrible either. Having another black source would have really been really nice. Well, I'm going to go for it. Discard Primetime. Reanimate it. Go to 4. And I definitely want Xander's Lounge. I don't even think Wasteland looks that good. Let's just get Xander's Lounge and Overgrown Tomb. And then play a Findhorn Elves. And ship the turn. I could Shell Dock next turn, but it's honestly not that good. It doesn't really matter. Oh, this is going to be Bristly Bill, Luminarch on Jacked Rabbit. Maybe I did need to kill the Jacked Rabbit. The problem is, if I kill Jacked Rabbit, I guess I'm chumping with Elves. That just didn't... And then not getting a Primetime into play. And if I don't do that, then... I don't know. I kind of like just getting Primeval Titan down. I can eat the Jacked Rabbit, and they can make a lot of tokens. It is a lot of tokens. I mean, but it does require tapping out. And then next turn, I can't really attack for too much. Oh, Mystic Confluence. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Not beating that. Turn 1 Bristly Bill into Luminarch into then Mystic Confluence. That's nice. I do want Toxic Deluge as it turns out. Don't really want Terra Sunder. I once again don't really want Collective Brutality does kill like Luris and stuff. I'm going to take Track Route. That one's just slow still. All right. I don't think I want Treachery either. Generally not going to be good. Okay. I would like to play first. Yeah, that was a game where I think if any of my lands, like if I had an Overgrown Tomb or something, oh, well, this hand's amazing. I would have been in pretty good shape, but given the way the lands worked out, it did not. I was not in good shape, but it's okay. This game, I think, this game is just extremely good draw. I mean, like, I didn't draw an untapped green, but I still get to go like turn 2 Deep Cavern Bat plus Snuff Out if I want. Humanec did open on Mox again into Guide of Souls. Jeez, okay. Well, I want a Deep Cavern Bat here. Cathar Commando and Chromatic Star. I'll take the Cathar Commando. I don't even think I need to kill Avacyn's Pilgrim or Guide of Souls here. It doesn't really do much. I would still like to draw an untapped green, though I guess I have Duels to the Mind as well. All right, there goes the star and the island. So I guess cracking star, and then if you miss, just putting Luris into hand is a pretty decent sequence. Yeah, Luris is in the hand. All right, and I take 1 here. Let's draw. Yeah, I like untapped green. I'm going to save the cut down for the Luris, certainly. I think I just play Noble and Duelist and attack for 2 points of lifelink. I can snuff out something at some point here. I don't really need to do it right now. I think there's a decent chance. Yeah, Humanec's just going to go Luris. And then Chromatic Star. Gain a life, go to 2 energy. It would have been so sick if I was able to kill a Luris in response to the Guide of Souls trigger, because you normally don't get an opportunity to do that. Chromatic Star for blue into Preordain? No, this is gone. All right, well, I still think I'm winning this by a decent margin. One thing that's like a little annoying is I don't have another land, so I can't natural order plus cut down, but I think even if I didn't draw a land here, let's see. Because I can also use Snuff Out to trigger Duelist. I think I'm just going to go for it here. Because getting an Atroxa, if I find an untapped black source, that would be really nice too. Atroxa into land, creature, sorcery, instant. Land, sorcery, creature, and instant. That looks pretty good to me. Play a land. Cut down Luris, trigger Duelist. Draw, I think I'll discard Primetime. And then send for 3. And I still have Snuff Out up. What a good draw. I mean, this makes my deck look great. I mean, this is one of my best draws. Like Ancestral into Deep Cavern Bat and to make multiple plays. I haven't even used the Snuff Out, which at some point will also be awesome. And then I have Corpse Dance, Brutality, and all that stuff ready to roll here. Satyr Wayfinder. All right. This makes Guide of Souls like active, but I don't really mind that. Revealed. Prismatic Ending, Bristly Bill, Paw Patch Recruit, and Plains. Got the Plains. Basically, I'm hoping not to get to Council's Judgmented Lion Sash. All right. can get the prime time out of the graveyard. I'm not like that worried about it. I mean, I can actually go Collective Brutality, reveal. You give Lion set. Oh, no. That's stupid. It's got 2 white sources. I was going to do the whole thing and then Corpse Dance the Titan, but no. This will... That would not be advisable. All right, let's do this still, though. And I'll kill the Guide of Souls and discard. I mean, at this point, I'm not Corpse Dancing anyway, so I think I just discard Fanatic. Draw and discard here. Yeah, Temple Garden's fine. And hand is 3 land. All right, well. Well, okay then. Send for 10. I have Snuff Out for the Lion Sash, but I again, don't really care about using it. And yeah, you can get the Fanatic of Ronus or whatever. Or the Primeval Titan out. It doesn't matter. All right. Sure, Primetime is exiled. And I assume Fanatic is getting exiled as well. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. And I already played a land. I think I'm just going to chill because I don't really want to walk into like a Wrath by playing 6. Okay. Terra Sunder. Dark Confidant. No. All right. Well, let's do it. All right. Ooh. This is good. This hand's great, actually. Maybe Imatic won't have a Mox Emerald on turn 1. Because, look, they've had a Mox turn 1 twice. I've had Ancestral turn 1 now twice. Well, I still like my hand of Ancestral into Toxic Deluge against the Lurrus deck. I think that's pretty good. And just pass the turn here. I just want to see a bunch of creatures. And that's all Imatic's deck is. So, seems like there's a pretty good chance that that's what's going to happen. Put Lurrus into hand. That's it. All right, I will Ancestral. Draw. Oh, Inquisition Lurrus. That's just obscene. Oh, there's Savine's Reclamation there too. So, I would definitely keep Caryatid Mox, all Savine's all lands. So it's a reasonable hand. But let's see. I mean, I guess I'll take the Lurrus. I don't know. Land. And I don't really need to save for Deluge here because my grand plan of Deluge after Ancestraling didn't work out because Eometic's just got all lands. Well, hopefully just more lands. Don't draw Chromatic Star. That would actually be really annoying. Bristly Bill. Okay. Well, Noble Hierarch might have to take one for the team here because I think there's a decent chance that Eometic's just going to put a Lurrus into play. The problem is Savine's Reclamation can get flashed back, so let's see what I want to do here. I could Atroxa. Then my Atroxa would be gone. I could play Fanatic. This is interesting. What if I... It's kind of an odd play. What I could do is I could just discard Fanatic to kill the Lurrus. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then that sets me up bringing back Fanatic next turn. The problem is I could play Bone Shards on Lurrus and play Fanatic, but then if Savine's Reclamation gets flashed back and Bristly Bill gets big, then the Deluge kills my Fanatic. I could Bone Shards and then Corpse Dance Atroxa, but I kind of feel like I'm going to get to cast Atroxa if I wait a few turns here. One more mana would have made this like a little bit simpler. If I kill Lurrus, I take some damage. All right. I'm going to kill Lurrus, discarding Fanatic. play a swamp, and I think I'm just going to cycle the Xander's Lounge. Because I already have plenty of blue and black mana. I don't really need more. This deck doesn't use red mana. Hold on. I mean, Raugrun Triumph's still in hand. Savine's still in hand. And I don't think either of these lands are still in hand. Yeah. Let's see. Savine's Reclamation is a very strong card. This might be cycling Raugrun Triumph. Yeah, to start. Savine's can get back the Raugrun Triumph alongside the Lurrus. Sure. All right. You got a 4/4. I'll take it. And cycle Xander's Lounge. Okay, Deep Cavern Bat. That's not doing a whole lot for me. Neither is Wasteland. Maybe I should have honestly sided out Wasteland. Let's put Fanatic into play here. Next turn, I have enough mana to Deep Cavern Bat plus Atraxa, which can help play around a Mystic Confluence. Assuming EO doesn't fire off Mystic Confluence here. Because I have blue, white, green, and lots of black. Well, I guess lots of green too. Macaronis, great card. All right, Bristly Bill. I mean, the Savine's... Sorry, I don't know that the Savine's was in hand. I think I did know one of those lands, actually. Whatever. Yeah, I'll take 8 here if Bristly Bill gets activated. Did not activate. Interesting. Just going to be like a Jacked Rabbit or something. Let's see. 5, 6, 10. I also have enough mana for Atraxa. Oh, it's just Lurrus back. And Raugrun Triumph. I also have enough mana for Atraxa plus Toxic Deluge, which I think is what I'm going to do now. Oh, Retrofitter. That's interesting. That's kind of annoying, actually. I mean, I guess the Atraxa survives through the thing anyway, so I think I'm just going to start by casting Atraxa. Creature, land, sorcery, artifact. All right. Boseiju to kill the Retrofitter's great. 6 looks great. Baleful Strix and Collective Brutality. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. And let's play the Wasteland. Yeah, do I want to play the Wasteland or... The question now is, do I Deluge? I guess I can't kill the Lurrus. The Bristly Bill's pretty annoying. Yeah, I should just Deluge here. And I think I'll play the Wasteland. I think I'll cast Toxic Deluge. X equals 5. Okay. Pass the turn. And I feel like I have a pretty good spot here. Boseiju on the Retrofitter is going to be nice. Yeah, Lion Sash is fine. It's like a little annoying here, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I think I start by firing off Boseiju at Retrofitter. See how much mana Eomatic wants to spend on it. Probably just this, actually. Oh, could untap it and make a flyer, but that actually doesn't seem super relevant. No cards in hand also? Yeah, I've got to be an incredible favorite here. Let's send Atraxa and hit. And then post-combat, I'm going to play Baleful Strix, because that can block Lion Sash. Lion Sash is about to get really big. Unless I draw Snuff Out. Oh, Psychic Frog's nice. Let's play 6 and pass. All right. Lion Sash eats a bunch of stuff, but I mean, that Fanatic Aronis line worked out pretty nicely. Getting to cast Atraxa and Deluge in the same turn didn't cost me a whole lot of cards. Could eat your own Sylvan Caryatid maybe. That would also be a reasonable play. Let's see. Yep, Sylvan carried to down. But without drawing something good here. Actually, I did win 2-1. That's nice. I just reflecting for a second. I should have wastelanded the Raugrin Triumph instead of playing 6, I think. Because if I did that, he couldn't cast Mystic Confluence. But in any case, nice little 2-1. And, you know, Jesse beat me pretty badly, but my draws were pretty medium. This deck did pretty well. I really like Sultai decks. I've been really impressed with Natural Order, so I think this deck was solid. I'll be very happy with a 2-1. It was like a little, it was a little scuffed. It could have used a third fatty, and also for prime time's like, you know, 75%, 50% of a really good creature to put into play, though it still is okay. Fnatic continues to overperform. Psychic Frog, unbelievable card. Just, you should take this card a lot of the time. The mana base cost me a game against EO, but I won the match. Otherwise, was pretty good. Yeah, solid deck. Pretty good games. That game against Mati, where we went down to 2 cards in deck each, was awesome. So, that'll do it for today. My team is currently down 4-3, but if they can 2-0 from here, we can win, and well, I guess I'm hoping for that. Alrighty, well, that'll do it. I will see you all tomorrow with another draft. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.